So news from San Antonio today, some sad news, man. I was watching TV earlier and I happened to put on the news and I did not see this on social media. I guess the people I followed didn't put this up, but all of a sudden I see a famous actor in San Antonio dies and I was like, what? Who fucking died here, right? And I was thinking, who could it be? Probably Tommy Lee Jones, right? Because I know he lives here. And then he got murdered at his house, and I was like, what? And then right after that, they show a picture of King of the Hill, and I was like, what? So John Redcorn is dead. John Redcorn, dude. I love that character, man. I don't know how many are like big King of the Hill fans, but I'm a big King of the Hill fan. I love that show. I thought it was one of the greatest shows. Um, Mike Judge after Beavis and Butthead made that one, and it was great. Once I heard that, the first thing that came to my mind was fucking Dale Gribble.
Shut up!
Somebody find Dale Gribble. He fucking killed this guy. He whacked him. He finally found out he was banging his wife, dude, his fucking whore wife, the one that's been banging John Redcorn forever. Whoever's the voice actor of Dale Gribble, you need to question them right away.
In that case, my name is Rusty Shackelford.
In all seriousness, no, I didn't know this man lived in San Antonio, man. I was like, what? That surprised the shit out of me. Another thing that surprised me was the Liver Kings from San Antonio. What the fuck's going on? I didn't know that at all either. Anyways, I thought it was pretty interesting. Now, a lot of people are saying it's because he was a gay. I was gonna say he was a gay. He was gay, and a lot of people were saying that they killed him because they used to say a lot of homophobic slurs and all kinds of stuff that went on. But the more I read about it, more and more I saw neighbors were putting on there. I don't know if they're verified or not, so I can't say that that's 100%. But supposedly, I think the laws went to his house about 40 times, and he was kind of like a meth head and shit. And I didn't know any of this, man. I really don't know the whole story, but the little bit I've heard, it seems like this dude was a terrible fucking neighbor, man. He was out there causing all kinds of ruckus, getting the police caught on him. And one of the videos, he's like going off on somebody.
God. Here, take it all.
So I don't know the situation, but kind of sad still that this man's no longer here. I know they're doing a King of the Hill reboot or something like that, and he was not invited to be on it, so that could be also something that he was real depressed about. But he came on a couple other things, and yeah, man, it's always sad when somebody dies, but it's always sad too, and somebody's drug addiction takes over their life and leads them down the path of destruction that ends up into death. And that's fucking unfortunate, especially if you're the voice of this person. You could obviously, and you're on TV, you could obviously get you have a lot more advantages than the regular Joe Schmo like myself or anybody else in San Antonio that's just working a 9 to 5 kind of thing. But let's go ahead and watch this video on.
Man, this poor man. Get up, Papa. Come on. Get that post going, John. Come on, John. You can do it, John. Come on, John. You can do it. You can do it, John.
And there's another video of him. Let's go and check this out.
The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. Now, I do not own the rights to this, but honestly, the roof is on fire. Happy New Year, everybody. You can't beat them, burn them out.
And I read a comment from somebody that lived near him that his house was kind of blew up and went in flames because of him cooking meth in the house. I don't know how true that is again, so that I take with a grain of salt, but more details will probably start coming out, and we'll definitely talk about that when all those details come out. In the days before he was shot, King of the Hill actor Jonathan Joss crashed a panel of show participants, then chopped it up in the podcast, bringing up his bitterness over not being included in the animated sitcom Disney's Revival, as well as his own death. So that was what we're talking about. Josh was a guest on Bois podcast that taped Saturday, just 24 hours before he was fatally shot in San Antonio property, allegedly by his neighbor in a heated exchange. Now, I do want to, this dude looks a little messed up, but it's Hollywood, right? The worst thing about not existing in the world is someone ignoring you when they've taken from your culture. Oh, here we go with this. Josh said, adding, "Do not say I don't exist in your world. The character John Redcorn is in the universe of King of the Hill. You don't mess with the mouse. You don't mess with Walt Disney. Okay. Disney acquired Fox after the sitcom concluded in 2009, and the revival of the show will stream on Hulu. Josh was likely still fired up from the day before Friday when he crashed the King of the Hill panel at ATX TV Festival, where he gave Cass and Mike Judge a piece of his mind. So let's go ahead and check this out.
But he said the mic wasn't going to be used. And I'm an actor. I see a mic, I use it. I see it wrong, I make it right. I take a breath, I want to breathe. And no offense, sir, I'm not a super fan. I said there's a hole in my pocket where my money should go. There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a big old hole. Big man. My house burned down 3 months ago. Because I'm gay. I've had a couple loves in my life. And tonight, you guys wrote an episode where I had an older lady. Hey, Johnny, you know, maybe we can bump right now. I was just, what? You're doing the same thing, sir. But mine's full of emotion and real. I'm just saying that for Johnny, he gave you guys a character because he is that character.
Yeah.
He is that person.
This is Jonathan Joss, the voice of John Redcorn. He is in the reboot.
Yeah. So, I'll shut up.
You can see this. You can see the slow motion train wreck in the video. Yeah, he looks like he's not all there. And we're told that the cast just sat stone faced before security started to move in, which is when Josh got out of there. As the podcast and the actors touched on a number of topics, including death a few times, pretty eerie given that what was about to unfold in the next day. And as you can see here, this is him. He does look like he's on some stuff, man. I mean, he doesn't look too healthy right there. I don't know though. I can't judge. Lastly, Josh said on the podcast that he was glad he married a man nearly half his age. Typical Hollywood, right? Because he would be dead before his husband could die first and break his heart. So let's not get it all twisted like this dude fucking wrote the sitcom and wrote all his stuff. I guarantee he didn't probably write it that much. It's a voice actor. I know they put a lot of character and themselves into it, but they're not, you should be thanking the person that wrote the sitcom more to give you the opportunity to give that character a voice and let the world see that character unfold. Josh was killed allegedly by Sigfredo Alvarez, who is now in police custody. We hear that two men have a history and allegedly have been in both verbal and physical fights in the past. Tristan Kern de Gonzalez, Josh's husband, said in a Facebook post on Monday afternoon, the suspect allegedly yelled violent homophobic slurs before shooting. Now, we are in San Antonio. I do want to add, San Antonio is a very fucking liberal city, unfortunately for us. I'm not bragging about it. But, before people start to just condemn and say, oh, wow, they're just doing all kinds of homophobic stuff to him there, I would wait till the other half of the story comes out, because from what I've seen on messages and other boards and what I've seen with people saying that the police went to his house numerous times, I'm just going to wait till the facts come out. I don't know. That guy might have been a homophobic piece of shit and shot him. Now, this dude, Jonathan Josh, the voice of John Redcorn, he might have been a piece of shit and terrorized his neighbors until he finally got his ass shot. I have no fucking clue. A lot of details will come out soon, and then we'll get the fucking answers instead of just jumping the gun and saying, this is what happened to this man. It is an interesting story. It does suck that this man had to lose his life, but yeah, man, growing up on King of the Hill, loving John Redcorn's character, it was one of those like, oh shit, John Redcorn, they got him. Fuck.
There's a hole in my pocket where my money should go. There's a hole in my heart where you used to go. There's a hole.